Good morning. So I think probably, as you can probably tell, last night I found out that bleaching your hair is kind of hard when you do it by yourself. Like, can you see how splotchy it turned out? It's not too dry though. My hair was pretty healthy going in. You can see it's definitely, I'm blonde now, but it blonded in very splotchy ways. Like, and the blue that was so clinging to my hair came out in pink streaks. It's kind of cute. It kind of looks like fairy princessy. I don't know. Maybe I like it. But the splotchiness, I don't know. I might have to re-bleach it. So today, I am doing a poetry reading. I know I said some things about how I didn't like the really long live streams, and now I'm doing a live stream, so I do sound a little hypocritical. But oh my god, I just woke up. Hypocritical. I really want to do a poetry reading, and it's not gonna be that long, like a half hour at the most, which I feel like is like my attention span for a live stream to begin with. I really wanted to do a poetry reading. I wanted to do something where people could participate if they wanted to. So I'm gonna be setting up for that. I'm gonna try and do it a little bit nice so it looks good. I've got the poems all kind of figured out already. I'm gonna go through and rehearse them today. So I wanted to put together a little bit of a vlog. I just woke up. I'm gonna have some coffee and some breakfast and feed these cats, and yeah, we'll get today going. I was just working on setting up a set for my live stream tonight for the poetry reading, and I just realized I don't have extra copies of my books. I have these copies, which I'm using to read from, but I don't have any like extra copies that I can put like behind me for other people to see. I wish I'd thought of that sooner. Also, this is kind of a wide angle lens, but I don't think my computer is, and I'm gonna try and have it a little bit up. Is that like not enough? Is that too much going on? I'll try and decide before tonight. I have a long time. I only just like washed my hair. Look, it's still okay. You can see it frizzed a little bit on the bottom, but it's still pretty healthy and a little blonder. So the reason here, I'll put you over here. The reason I decided I wanted to bleach my hair again is I had dyed it brown back in October, and it had mostly washed out, but it was not like back to blonde. I mean, I'm usually not like this bright, but I am blonde. It was just this kind of dull brownish color, and I was really tired of the just like dull brown. Also, let me try the lighting here. Just let me turn on this one. Does that help? Oh, wow. Actually, that helps quite a bit. And it's raining right now, but it isn't supposed to rain later, and I'm hoping, there's a window right here. I'm hoping that there'll be more bright light in the later afternoon that'll kind of help as well. If not, I might get another lamp and put it over here, just so I've kind of got plenty of lighting. I really want this to go well. I really want it to look nice and for people to enjoy it, but we'll see. We'll see how I do setting everything up for this. The next thing I need to get done before I do the poetry reading is I need to go through and just practice reading all of the poems aloud to myself. So I'm going to do that next and kind of reorganize these tabs so they're really easy to find which one goes next, so I can read everything nicely in order, make any notes that I need to for myself, and yeah. Okay, I'll check back later. I was requested to keep you updated on my garden. So one variety of peas is growing in, the other is not. My oregano is so happy right now. No evidence the beans survived. I may need to replant those. There is something coming out of one of the tomatoes though, which is a good sign. So maybe the tomatoes aren't all dead. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Probably next week, if I've seen no sign from the beans, I'm gonna replant them. But check out the spinach. Look at that. Also, the catnip is coming back, and there's a mess on the ground. Don't look at that. And last but not least, lavender's coming back, and my sunflowers started growing. So the live stream went really well. It was so much better than I thought it was going to. People actually showed up. It was so nice to see people who I've noticed all your comments on my channel as well, on my videos, and it was so nice to see you guys showing up for the live stream. It was fun. It went way longer than I thought it was going to. I practiced reading the poems just myself, and it was under a half hour, but I guess doing the interactions, it was really fun. I'm so glad people commented. The questions you guys asked at the end were incredible. Really, honestly, great questions. I had a lot of fun reading. I want to do more poetry readings. Maybe I'll try and look and see if there's another one. I know it's a glare on my glasses. There we go. I'm gonna see if there are any live readings I could go to once kind of the country opens back up again. Yeah, there's nothing that's gonna... Alright, we're gonna go glassesless. I was so nervous all day. I had to sit and like listen to some Larkinshell, which is my favorite band. I love Larkinshell so much. Their song Trust, like, is what calms me. So I listened to Trust. I was sitting there waiting for the live stream, and I was like, you can't start it too early, you can't start it too early, you can't be a crazy person starting your live stream a half hour early. So I was sitting there, and like 10 minutes to go, I was like, I have to listen to Trust. So I had that on, listened to it twice to keep myself from starting too soon. I still started 2 minutes early. But what can you do, you know? That was really fun. It kind of made me want to like do more like that. I think I'm working on compiling another poetry book that's kind of looking like maybe I'm going to be doing 2 poetry books kind of back to back. One that's a little bit more like an isolated storm, a lot of like nature and like feelings oriented poems, like really emotional poems, and then the other one just like full feminist rage, because recently I am writing a lot of really political or really like feminist ragey poems, and I think they need to be in their own collection, so I might end up doing 2 separate ones. We'll see. After the end of this month, I'll really be working on collecting the poems, because I've written... Kids are having fun outside. I've, you know, finished writing a whole bunch more poems. I've written 30 more poems, so a bunch of those will probably be ending up in the book, especially the Feminist Rage book. All of my poems this month have just been ragey. Anyone check out Dominoes is a poem on my blog. That was the kindest poem I wrote in the last week. I wrote one that was just basically like, fuck you, Trump. Oh, Zuko came over. He's looking at what my glasses are doing. Hey, Zoos. Oh, okay. You gonna come up behind? This cat tree's over here. I've got a lot of cat trees in the house, and then cat shelves. Which, if anyone wanted to know the reason that I trim Zuko's toe fur, is because if he jumps up on there and his toe fur is 2 inches long, which is what it grows to, then he slides off. So I try and make it so the pads of his feet actually show so he can jump up on the cat shelves up here. I keep meaning to put down some like carpet or something, but Pai's never had any trouble, so I didn't know like why Zuko was so nervous, and then I saw him jump and slide off once. I was like, ah, okay. So then we started shaving the toe fur. But yeah, I'm just like coming down off of that high of like doing the live stream. It was really fun. I see now why people do it. I understand why people do it. And it is really easy to go long. I did not think we were gonna go over a half hour, but as soon as there were questions, it was like, let's go, let's answer them. So I can see easily how these live streams are going on for hours and no one's noticing, because it's a lot. It's fun when there's engagement, and there's fun when you kind of have a plan. And I sort of, I thought no one was gonna show up, to be honest. I was like, best case, like all my family and friends show up, and a whole bunch of people who have been watching me, which it ended up being a handful of you who have been watching me and have been commenting. It was so special to have you guys there. But the worst case was if nobody shows up and there's no one there, and I would just read through the poems and be done and click end. But it turned out to be like the best case scenario. It wasn't too stressful. It wasn't too vacant. But yeah, it was really nice. I'm just kind of gonna chill for the rest of the night. I think sorry, my laptop was not quite plugged in because me, had knocked out the cord. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill. I already like dressed down into my hoodie immediately. Took my hair down. I mean, you always want to really get in on the, you see the pink line is where the blue dye was. Don't know why it went pink. And then look how badly the bottom got done. It's like this strip here and this strip here, the only parts that dyed. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it is not good. But maybe I'll just rock it for a while, or I'm probably gonna buy more dye. Monday is my shopping day now, so on Monday I'll probably buy some more bleach, and then we'll see what double bleach does. Right now my hair is still pretty healthy. I shampooed and conditioned this morning really good, and it feels about as healthy as it always has, so worst case, we'll just shave it all off. Yeah! Alright, that's gonna be all for me tonight unless I think of something else, so good night!